Hey folks, back in the game here. As promised, this is the second video for my top Series 1 baseball um, series for 2025. I just want to go in a little bit to take a look at the rookies we're looking for. If you go to the top site and you click on the 2025 Top Series 1 pre-order, it now has the checklist and the odds posted. So that wasn't there a couple days ago, and it wasn't there when the pre-order hit on Monday. I did end up just ordering 2 hobby boxes. I will build this set. I will probably mostly build the set from my Fanatics blasters that I'll eventually get for the Aqua Parallels, and I'll probably end up buying a couple Megas and probably quite a few hanger boxes because in general, those are really good. So I just kind of want to go just a little bit look at the list, but really what we're going to talk about are the rookies that I'm going to target. I don't think, and based on a few of the other channels I've watched and just a few of the other previews that have been done, I don't think a lot of people think that this is a very good checklist as far as rookies go. That caveat should always be taken with a grain of salt because you don't know. You don't know if some of these guys are going to be Hall of Famers. Who knows, right? This is purely before the season looking at it. I think the consensus is probably that the 2 big ones are James Wood and Dylan Cruz. Both of those guys play for the same team. So that's a pretty big deal. So if you're not aware, those guys both play for the Nationals. So that makes it so, if you're somebody who participates in breaks, the Nationals are going to be the hot team this year, I think, at least for Series 1. So keep that in mind. If you're a Nationals fan, it's going to be, rough getting into breaks for your teams. One of the things I like about being the fan of the teams that I am a fan of, namely the Blue Jackets, the Broncos, the White Sox, and the Cavs for the most part. I'm a kind of a fan of the Guardians now because I live near. At any rate, most of those teams for the year and a half that I've been collecting, really with the exception of the Broncos for football this year, have been really and the Blue Jackets this year as well, have been really low tier teams in breaks. So I was able to get all the Blue Jackets cards for most of the hockey releases last year for incredibly cheap, right? So that's something if you're a break person and the Nationals happen to be your team, it's going to be a rough year for you. If you are someone who's just chasing probably what the money is going to be this year, you're probably going to want to get in on the Nationals. So off of this list of rookies, let me preface this really quick by saying I'm not going to focus on any pitchers. Unless there's a generational type dude like Skeens last year, I don't know that chasing a rookie pitcher is probably the best idea as far as card value goes. Obviously, if it's someone you personally collect, if it's part of your team, that changes everything. But I'm looking at this as a purely who are the big chases. So this is 100% my opinion. At any rate, let's go through the ones that personally I have heard of and stuck out to me. I'm coming back to baseball. I was not a baseball fan for probably since the early 2000s until last year, maybe. So there's a lot of history that I missed. There's a lot of Bowman prospects that I missed, a lot of draft that I missed. So some of these guys you'll probably have heard of when you were collecting Bowman 3, 4, 5 years ago. And I don't have that background. So just that's just to be aware. So the first one on this list that sort of stuck out to me is Brooks Lee. He was a big one in Bowman last year, maybe. One of the recent Bowman products. He's a Minnesota Twin. He was called up at some point last year and played. I'm not sure how well he played, but he played long enough to get a rookie card. So he is the first one that I want to mention. Kobe Mayo plays for the Orioles. Where is he at here? Right here. However, the only reason I know his name is because he was really near the top, maybe the top 10 of the Major League prospect list that they put out. The interesting thing is that I was going to take a look at it before I recorded this, and they hadn't put out the 2025 one yet, so that doesn't come out for 10 more days. I didn't want to delay this, but some of these guys are probably higher on that list or lower on that list. I'm not really sure. Anyway, he's one that I'd heard of because I read his name on that list. We get down to Dylan Cruz, who I talked about. He was the second overall pick, something like that. Let me check that. Yeah, second overall in the 2023 draft. And he made it to the majors right away. He was one of those guys that went up as soon as possible. So he gets a rookie card in this set. And I think he's pretty highly thought of. So we'll see how he does. Next is, where is he at? Jace Young. So Jace is the brother of Josh Young, who plays for the Rangers. He gets a rookie card this year, and I do remember an interview with Josh Young, and Josh Young said he was a better player. So take that for what you will. And I don't know where he stands in the ranking lists. I think he was on it for sure for the 2024 list. We'll kind of see how it goes when the 2025 list comes out. I would think he'd be, one to at least keep your eye on for this class. Next is James Wood. I think it's just one. Yep, no S. And again, he's one of the top two chase guys. He plays for the Nationals. I watched a few of his at bats early when he came up last year, but I didn't really pay attention much after that. But I think he's going to be a little bit of a chase. And then the last one that I wanted to talk about is, I don't know what he's thought of long term, but I do know that John Kenzie Noel is someone I'm going to target. Just because I'm a bit of a Guardians fan now that I live near-ish, and he was pretty awesome late last year and in the playoffs. Has a bunch of power. I'm not sure if he's one of those guys that's all power and nothing else, but he certainly was entertaining, and he'll be probably my main target as far as just collecting PC type players goes. I Cruz and Wood, if I get a big card of theirs, it'd be something that I would sell to someone who collects them particularly. They won't be PC cards of mine. So that being said, I think going into this year, as far as giant names and what it's felt like at least the last couple of years going into Series 1, I don't think that Series 1 has that huge appeal. So I didn't order 4 hobby boxes. I ordered 2. I didn't order any jumbo boxes. So there's that. I don't know that that's the right decision or the wrong decision in the long run, but that's just what I'm going to do. At any rate, I just wanted to sort of follow up on there. I'll put this link and also the link for the odds in the description below. I don't really want to go through the odds. Look, for both of these things that I'm talking about here, the guys to target and the odds, there are much more in-depth channels that you can go watch 30 to 50-minute videos on, who will break down every bit of the prospecting and which, for the odds, they'll break down which which format you should go for and all that. And that's just not, I'm not getting in that depth. I just wanted to give sort of an overview, sort of what I think about it as a, back in the game collector. That's just this. These are things that I thought of off the top of my head. There's no in-depth analysis here. There are an absolute ton of channels that do that, and do that very well. So if that's something you're looking for, certainly go search them out. At any rate, thanks a lot for watching. If you are new here, please click subscribe. I always appreciate a like and a comment on my videos, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.